Welcome back to the BBQ Lab. My name is David Gafford, and today we're going to do an in-depth review of the Wee Griddle electric griddle. This is really made for food trucks and balconies, apartments, or any areas that restrict the use of charcoal and propane. It's all the benefits of the Griddle system, but in an electric version. And so we're gonna go ahead and unbox this and see what it's all about. And the assembly was rather easy. We have just a handle that goes on the front with 2 screws that go through the lid. And then back here on the back of the lid, there are just 2 screws per side, one that holds the lid in place at the hinge point, and another that goes in where the lid slides through to be able to keep it on track as we go through. So the lid is on, functions properly, exactly what you're looking for. One of the things that makes this unit unique in the space is the fact that it uses stainless steel on the top and cast iron fused on the bottom. Cast iron has an incredible ability to retain heat, and stainless steel is so weatherproof. This is 304 stainless steel. This is the same kind of stainless steel they use in boats and marine vessels. So we're really looking at something that's built to withstand time and the elements. Now, one of the things that I like about the Griddle and with this Wee Griddle unit is that all of the Griddle units and the Wee Griddle itself also have this little removable grease tray. When you're cooking on a griddle, inevitably you're gonna have grease, you're gonna have things that you need to get rid of, and this removable tray makes for super easy cleanup. All I have to do is take it, pull it out, take it into the kitchen, and clean it off, and we're good to go. It's magnetic to the back of the unit, which means that it's not going to come off super easy in the middle of a cook if I bump it with a spatula. Now let's go ahead and get the measurements on the Wee Griddle. From side to side, we're looking at right around 16 inches, 15 3/4 to 16. And from front to back, we're gonna go ahead and measure the cooking surface. Right around 16 1/4 to 16 1/2 inches in depth. One of the things that we'll note with the Griddle units is that with the ones that have gas and propane as a fuel source, you have burners that are all throughout the bottom of the unit. But here at the front, where you have the grease drip tray here, that unit didn't necessarily heat that first inch or inch and a half of the unit because the burners couldn't go into the grease tray. With the electric Wee Griddle, we have more coverage area here, and the heat will actually go further ahead in this one than it does with the gas units. After using this electric griddle for a few cooks, we've learned some things that we thought you might like to know. It does take a little while to come up to temperature, so keep that in mind as you're preparing for your cook. I say go ahead and crank the temp up all the way for at least 10 minutes while you're prepping your ingredients for the cook, and you should be good to go. Our first cook was a simple grilled ham and cheese sandwich. We wanted to be able to see what the heat coverage was like, and we were certainly not disappointed. We were pleased to see that the Wee Griddle provided a fairly even heat, slightly warmer in the back than the front, but no extreme hot or cold spots. This is not something we've been able to say about every griddle we've cooked on over the years, so we chalk that up as a real win for the Griddle. Cleaning this griddle is a sight to behold, but it's 100% easier if you take care of this task immediately after pulling the food off. Just dump some ice cubes on the piping hot griddle and watch as the ice melts, releasing charred food bits from the surface. We made the mistake of walking away from our grilled cheese cook thinking, it wasn't that bad of a mess, we can clean it later. It was easily 3 times as much work coming back to it later than when we cleaned the griddle right away. It's okay, your food can wait the 3 minutes it will take to clean the griddle. We just make sure that we have our cleaning tools and supplies ready and available before we even start cooking. I won't say that it's easy to clean this griddle, but I will say that this griddle is capable of getting a lot cleaner than the less expensive griddle options that are readily available in your big box stores today. We've been thrilled with the results of the cooks we've done on the Wee Griddle. The sear ability is simply phenomenal. Quite honestly, the best steak fajitas I've ever prepared in my life were made on this griddle. We took some flank steak and seasoned it with some cumin, salt, and pepper, and seared it until we hit about 130 degrees internal temperature. Add to that the peppers and the onions, and these fajitas were amazing. We also cooked a shrimp dish with a compound butter that's one of our favorites at home. We took some 16 to 20 shrimp, put them on the Wee Griddle with some avocado oil to keep them from sticking, and dropped in some compound butter as they cooked. We felt like we had a steakhouse shrimp dinner without the price tag. And don't forget about breakfast. Pancakes, hash browns, bacon, eggs, veggies. The kids even love to help on the weekend when brunch is on the menu. If you're interested in adding the Electric Wee Griddle to your cooking arsenal, check out the links in the description below. I'm David, and I look forward to seeing you next time right here on the BBQ Lab.